What's going on, folks? Second down. It's all about the Seahawks. Is the Legion of Boom era over? We're going to find out today. Josh, Tim, let's go.
Okay, first I'm gonna say, Sean, put down the rope and put down the knife, just in case you try to think of something. I'm just saying.
I'm not too sorry. I'm a realist.
Okay.
I'm a realist.
Oh,
I'm good right now.
Now here's the thing. Okay, the Seattle Seahawks are now 2-4. Okay, now I'm not gonna count them out. I can't count them out because you still got winnable games. You got the 49ers coming up this Thursday, at San Fran. And, of course, you got my Dallas Cowboys, depending who's playing, who's not playing. So, of course, they can always come back in the hunt of things. Now, but here's the thing. The difference between this Seattle Seahawks team and the one we saw 2 years ago, they're just soft. There is no Legion of Boom. There is, Josh, how we do it, Josh? The Legion of boom, 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 boom. That's where they are right now. When I don't see no attitude. All you see is complaining about money. You see dumb things that happened just yesterday when you had Beast Mode and Fred Jackson racing. Of course the NFL's gonna cover that up. Listen, you in Seattle, they wasn't racing, but let's keep it real. It probably was. There's a lot of dumb things that's going on in Seattle right now. It's either money or something stupid. And on top of that, I can be very real with you, Sean. Jimmy Graham is soft as tissue.
I'm not soft as tissue.
He is soft as tissue.
I'm not finding
right now, what he should be doing is a toilet paper commercial where when you come out the bathroom, you can wipe your ass because he's that soft.
With the Bears?
No,
with the Sherman, the Sherman Bears,
But so my whole thing is the Seattle Seahawks right now are not that. They don't have that attitude no more. Especially when guys like Richard Sherman. I mean, Josh, did you catch it? Did you catch that footage when Greg Olsen made that last touchdown? How Richard Sherman was pointing fingers at Ken Chancellor, the man who saved the Seattle Seahawks a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Football with Megatron? Did you see? Did you see the? I mean, listen. I'm not an expert in reading lips, but when Cam was looking at Richard Sherman, that was not no kind words he was telling him. You understand what I'm saying? So it's attitude. The attitude you see has diminished on that squad. Where's the leadership at? Okay, and again, go back into playing football and stop crying about money.
No, I give you that. I mean, look, man. I mean, the whole money talk is an issue with the Seahawks. I don't know what's going on with that. Richard Sherman, I never ever called him the best corner, but I just like his mouth. You know what I mean? He gives the attitude, but right now his action is not matching his attitude anymore. Dude, I love the attitude, but if you don't show the action, I'm
gonna give you another one.
Find yourself, Richard. You need to find himself.
No, I gotta give you another one.
He's a good corner. He's not a great corner, but he's not good this year.
Listen, no, hold on, Sean. Let's call it what it is, Sean. The man got more mouth. Listen, Odell Beckham Jr. whipped his ass when he went over there. Let's call it how you call it. The man shies away from playing one-on-one against any receiver. If you're the best quarterback in football, you go to the best wide receiver. You don't sit on the sideline, on the side, guarding number 2, number 3 guys, and they with your mouth almighty. You don't do that, Sean. He is soft.
I understand that. I'm just saying that Richard, for the past 2 years, he's been slacking off with all that mouth coming. I mean, at least he's not talking crap this season. At least that much. If he was talking crap this season, I would have to take a shotgun and blow his brains out because, Richard, stop talking nonsense and put up numbers. If you can't put up numbers, just disappear in the corner somewhere. And right now, I don't see the attitude in the defense, and I don't know what's going on with the defense. But to be honest, I mean, Right now, our offense is good. Right, we have a better receiving core right now, but we have no O-line.
I can break it down for you. I just want to add in. This is what teams play for. You have two things right here. You have a Lombardi, and then you have a money bag. Now, when your team starts the season, all eyes are on the Lombardi. But when you start the season and you see how abysmal it's becoming at 2-4, not even halfway through the season, you start thinking about the money. Because now, what are you really playing for? That tunnel's getting smaller and smaller as you get through the weeks, and your record isn't really showing for it. So players, yeah, they're going to start getting on edge. They're going to start being pissed at each other because they had a possible, in their mind, a chance to three-peat, get to the Super Bowl, possibly yet again, with the same core of the defense and offense. But yeah, when you start losing and your offense is doing 3-and-outs and you can't stay on the field because your O-line is abysmal and your running game isn't there, your defense is getting very exhausted and pissed off with each other because obviously the team and the schedule is all on their shoulders. Russell Wilson can only do so much behind that offensive line, scrambling left and right every single play of his life. Now, you put the defense on the field for 36 minutes, it's ridiculous. They're going to get exhausted. They're not going to have it in them to be the Legion of Boom without that offense supporting them. They're not doing it this year on the offensive side, so obviously the defensive side isn't going to be there either. So now they're going to start arguing in the backfield. Sherman is obviously going to look at Cam. Cam's going to look at Sherman. Money talks are going to get brought up, obviously, because it is a business. And now it's just going to it's up to them. They can either bring it together or it's going to slowly start to fall apart.
Let me go back to Jimmy Graham. That couple of times I saw Jimmy Graham do this. And then back off. Again. And then 2 seconds later, Wilson gets sacked. Like, at least scare them, Jimmy Graham. Do like booga booga booga. If you can't touch, you can't do any kind of contact. At least confuse them, distract them, put on a mask, scare them. No, Jimmy Graham quick to jump. That soft-ass tight end, he should be called a loose end.
All right. Well, first of all, here's the thing. You know what? We all said our piece about what's wrong with Seattle. Now, let's talk about how can we fix them. And I'm going to start off by saying this. First of all, whoever's making these trades and this draft, fire the young man. Anybody here 2-minute warning can sit up in that office and make better decisions. I tell you that right now. First of all, getting Jimmy Graham, it was a mistake. You got a guy, again, who's been shut down by a wide receiver, Hakeem Talib. We've been calling this man soft, I don't know how long. So in order to fix the Seattle Seahawks, stop getting all veteran running backs. Beast Mode's already 34 years old. You got Fred Jackson, 34 years old. Okay? That don't need to be that right there is done. Put the kid Rawls in the game, the young man. Put him in, mix him up with Beast Mode. The man got juice. The man had 48 yards his first game playing against Detroit Lions on Monday Night Football. And then against the Bengals in Cincinnati, which is very hard to do, had a $169. You need youth. Okay? You need somebody to help Russell Wilson back there. That young man is running for his life every snap. And then you said, Sean, you said wide receivers? Let me tell you something. I keep this real. That wide receiver is trash. It's always been trash. The defense has carried you guys, and while these wide receivers made an important catch for a first down or to extend the drive, they're not legitimate wide receivers. Russell Wilson needs a go-to guy. Every team he's facing, they have a go-to guy. He has none. Jimmy Graham is supposed to be his go-to guy, but if your offensive line is that bad and he's needing to put in a block and he doesn't like to block, it's a problem. Okay? So they need to make a trade for a wide receiver or maybe put somebody in retirement or something because wide receiver is garbage. I mean, literally, you don't got to bet on nobody.
Tyler Lockett is a good future wide receiver.
A future. Listen, the guy.
Tyler Lockett.
Listen.
Did you see that trick play? Did you see that trick play caught by catch by Tyler Lockett? Did you see that catch?
He's a
returner.
I think he's a future good receiver.
Listen.
I think he's like a Tavon Austin, in my opinion. I don't think he's like special. I think he could be.
He's not ready yet. He's not ready yet.
I just wanted to add in with the Jimmy Graham thing. Yeah, obviously he's going to be pissed off in his role. I don't know what went on behind closed doors in Seattle. I don't know if they paid him the money and said you're going to be our main guy, and then they switched, on him and make him a blocking tight end now. But the dude is going to compare himself to the other people that played the role he did. He played college basketball. Who else did that? Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez. Do you think he wants to be the blocking tight end that played Miami basketball? No, obviously not. And the dude went to court to argue that he should be paid like a wide receiver. Do you think he wants to go play a blocking tight end 65% of the snaps? Obviously not. And so there's going to be some disgruntled there. And I don't know if Pete Carroll has the clavicle in his eye and the little chewing gum emoticon thing going on and thinks he can change Jimmy Graham or something like that, but he was in the wrong mindset if he thought he could bring Jimmy Graham over to say you're going to be our blocking tight end, and Jimmy Graham was going to be content with that. So I don't know if there's just a conflict or if Jimmy did he sign the contract knowing he was going to be a blocking tight end? That's the whole, I don't know. That's the thing there. It's not going good right now in Seattle, and then the money talks are going to be brought up because everyone's playing poorly.
Michael Bennett, I give Seattle this. Bobby Wagner, the way he's a good middle linebacker, and he was able to stop the run. He's been injured. Okay, so those are the little. That's part of the big problem right there. Yeah. You got the young man Paul Richardson, who was a talented wide receiver coming out. Maybe came out of Colorado State, but he was the one that had high hopes of being the number one wide receiver. Yeah. He's been hurt. So all I'm saying is this: if Seattle wants to get back in the hunt, you should utilize what you got right now. Utilize that guy Raw, the backup running back. I'm not saying starting him, but I'm saying put him in some plays. Putting a 34-year-old man, beast mode, and he ain't the same. And then a backup is Fred Jackson. He's old too. You need some youth back there.
Don't you think Jimmy Graham had in the mindset he went to Seattle because he looked at the receiving corps and he was like, yeah, the leader here.
And you know what? What's that guy's name? Not Lockett.
Baldwin or Curse?
Baldwin?
No, not Baldwin, not Curse. The other one. The one who made that big catch in the playoffs.
Matthews?
Chris Matthews. Luke Wilson? Chris Matthews. Chris Matthews.
Oh, was it?
Chris Matthews. He's the one that needs to keep going. Every time he's in the game, it's a big body. Every time he's in the game, he does something. That's the one you need to get the ball more. Maybe you find something in there. All right, let's go to the second part of the question. The second part of this quarter was we're talking about the NFC East, Josh. Okay. Right now, the New York Giants are 3-3. The Eagles are 3-3. The Cowboys are 2-3. The Redskins are, I believe, 1-4. Okay. This division is going to go down to the best division record, in my opinion.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you this: the Redskins, I'm not even gonna count. That's a team that they're trying to rebuild. Okay, I don't see them doing much. The Philadelphia Eagles are, as of right now, the most healthiest team in that division, but the sloppiest. The New York Giants right now are, to me, and everybody has to give respect to Eli Manning. I do. All the way through. He's carrying this team on his shoulders. As far as he can stay healthy and goes, this team will go. It's not on the shoulders of Odell Beckham Jr., Shane Vereen, Tom Coughlin. It's on Eli Manning. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, I'll bring this up. Last Monday night, the Monday Night Football game against the Philadelphia Eagles, it was disgusting how. And there's a video that I put about 2-minute warning. I know everybody caught it. When he was trying to rally up the crew, you saw Odell Beckham's face like he gave him a dirty look like, please. This is the quarterback. That's the man who's going to get you a new contract. A quarterback does not get a new contract. A wide receiver does not get a new contract without his quarterback feeding him that ball. Okay? It was disgusting the way Odell Beckham Jr. Handled that, and the comments he made after the game saying, well, I was shut down, you know, X, Y, and Z, but it's because he doesn't like to be physical enough. I didn't get that. But I'm going to say that as far as Eli Manning can go, this team will go. If he can't go, this team is done. My Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to say this. When you have no Romo, you have no Dez, and the problems we've been having, it hurts. Okay, we lost 3 straight games. But slowly, when you start seeing the pieces coming back, Greg Hardy, Randy Gregory, Rolando McClain, Sean Lee, that's four valuable pieces to that defense. And what was the result? We was beating the shit, excuse my French, on Tom Brady. Tom Brady was looking at the floor the whole game. 5 sacks, 16 quarterback knockdowns. He was feeling it, okay? That shows you how much those guys was missed those first 6 games. You made a switch with Cassell, or more of a veteran quarterback. Christine Michael, who to me is my favorite back in the roster. I love him since Texas A&M. And I think this team will be much better. I believe that my Dallas Cowboys, with Dez Bryant coming back by next week, if we can get this win this week at New York Giants, if we can secure this win, I think they're the best team better off.
Last words, guys. We got 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Let's move.
Just my 2 cents on the Sunday Night Football game. Marshmallow soft. The Giants. Marshmallow soft. Absolutely horrible. That was the first time I remember in years that I actually turned the game off in the fourth quarter with probably like 5.5 or something minutes left. That's how disgusted I was with this team. It was absolutely a dumpster fire. I couldn't believe it. I called the interception before Eli even threw the damn screen pass to Dwayne Harris. He was staring down the left side for 5-6 seconds straight before he decided to let the ball go. I think people in the section 310 at Lincoln Field wanted to jump down and jump the pass as well. They probably saw from the nosebleed behind the steel beam pillar they were behind. Ridiculous. I mean, I honestly hope everybody collectively played their most basura game ever in one night, because they need to get their heads out of their asses if they even plan on beating the Cowboys Sunday afternoon. If they even think they have a collective chance in hell against going Cowboys defense, thinking they can do anything if they couldn't pull shit out against, excuse my French, against the Eagles D-line, and missing their 2 main linebackers, Kiko Alonso and Kendricks, and Shane Vereen had nothing. Nothing. It was absolutely pitiful. I don't even think the team was scared of Dwayne Harris or Ruben Randle even breaking routes or getting open. I think they were yawning while they were backpedaling. It was that bad. That's why Odell couldn't get open.
I
just want to say,
we gotta move on, guys.
It's a wide open division. I think it's between the 3. Obviously, the Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants. But if the Cowboys can get Tony and Dez back, I honestly think they're the favorites if they come back healthy and soon.
All right, guys. At the end of this quarter, we gotta move on to the third. Third down.
Let's do it.
All right,
put the knife down.
Be right back, folks.
I don't know Jack that pissed me for. I'm like, oh, let him go. Let him go.